today you find me continuing my journey along the top 10 least used stations in Buckinghamshire. Welcome to a very, very busy Cheddington. The station opened in 1838 when it was known as Aylesbury Junction, the branch line to Aylesbury opening a year later. This line had been due to connect with Oxford, but when a local bank failed, the line terminated at Aylesbury and the connection was never completed. Aylesbury Junction was renamed to Cheddington Junction in 1850 and finally just Cheddington in 1870. A single-storey brick ticket office was placed on the northbound side, complete with 3 tall chimneys. Details are scarce about the other buildings, including when the footbridge seen in this picture was constructed, so if you have any further information, please place it in the comments below. The branch line closed to passengers in 1953 and in 1964 freight services were stopped and the line lifted. The edge of the branch line is however still evident and forms part of the station's approach road. One thing to note is that just over a mile away to the north is where the Great Train Robbery of 1963 occurred. All the current buildings here seem to be of late 1960s or early 1970s design, and although still standing, the ticket office has not been operational since 2013. Right then, Cheddington, and the first thing I really want to talk about is this retaining wall, which looks very original to the railway. There's not much probably original left here at Cheddington, and I will say now it is a very, very busy station. So if I get cut off with fast moving pendolinos, etc., please bear with me. There is a Amazon hub there, but yeah, very nice wall. I'm glad they've retained that. That's very nice. There's the station building. And along here, information. There is a decent car park here. And there's information. Lots and lots and lots of information announcements here as well. So I'm going to try and talk over those, unfortunately. That's the Onward Information, Onward Travel Information Board. The rest of them are just general information. And as you can see here, there's a ticket machine and also a bike rack. Let's go around the side of this building. And go around the side of this building. You're going to see a tap in and tap out reader. Another Onward Travel Information Board. And here's one of the stations. One of the platforms, I should say. Just over there. It's one of those brand new information help points. I think they're really good. I saw them last year when I was doing my least used stations, and I think they are very good. Shows you all the live departures. Much more informative than just pressing a button and hoping somebody answers the other end. Of course, you still have that availability as well. Stairs that will take you over to platforms, I think it's 3 and 2, but I think it's just platform 3. I'll have a look in a moment. Not quite sure about that. I've only just got here. And then you walk out onto platform 1. And there is a fantastic view all the way down East Coast Main Line. What a view that is. And as I've already said, trains will speed through here if they're not stopping. Lots and lots of freight. It's a great place. Quite a quiet place if you want to just video freight. Obviously keep within the boundaries. It goes without saying. But fantastic. There goes another announcement. But there you go. Nice wide platforms as well. And if you don't come up here by train, you can park in that car park, and it's only a £5. So you can spend all day here train spotting for a £5 if you don't fancy getting a train here, or you're unable to get the train here for whatever reason. I think that's quite cheap, really. Anyway, let's have another little look down these platforms. What I would say, coming down here, which is actually platform 1, I don't think the view there is going to be any good, really. You've got to stay behind this line because, I mean, the fast-moving train. So this platform's not so good for looking at the traffic. I mean, this way, obviously, is fantastic. But, yeah, not very good at looking at the traffic from the other way. And it is quite a sparse station. It does what it says on the tin. It's just a station. I mean, there's no real history here now, apart from that retaining wall, as I pointed out in the car park. You've got this brand new bridge here, which connects all the platforms. And there's a couple of I would like to say they're original waiting shelters. They look very 1960s, but at least they're still standing and they're not being replaced by bus-style shelters, so that's something the station's got going for it. But it is obviously all about the amount of traffic you're going to see here at Cheddington. It's jam-packed with regional trains, you've got intercity trains, you've got lots of freight, and that's the reason why you come here. It's not necessarily for the architecture, because there isn't really much here to talk about, but for views of fast-moving freight and fast-moving pendolinos, yeah, you just can't beat it. As you can see here, the waiting room and what would be the booking hall is fully bolted down there. And as I'm looking on the website, it doesn't look as it's going to open anytime soon, which is a real shame. So all this seating they've got in here, undercover, cannot be used. It's a real shame. But that's just the way it is around here at the moment. Perhaps they may reopen it in the future, I don't know. But yeah, that's a big building here that's not being used, and that is a real shame. I'm going to walk down a little bit further past this building on my right-hand side, and that's on the little opening there. We'll take you down into the car park and through to the front of the building. Hadn't it been open. In fact, I'm going to go round to the front of the building just in case I can see a little bit more inside. There's a little bit there, and there's a ticket machine, taxi, some information. Oh, and another ticket machine in here. That's okay, isn't it? But then look at all these grills that have been put up. You can't really see through there. No, my camera's going to hate me for doing that. Oh no. There you go. That's a big waiting area that's unfortunately bolted away and not being used. One thing I would note, as a West Midlands Railway train comes into view, stopping service. One thing I would note is around the back here of that wall, which has all the information posters on, is a sneaky little bike rack, which is covered. And that's pretty good use. Another pendolino. There we go. As you can see, lots and lots and lots of traffic comes through this station. It's fantastic, really, if all you want is traffic. Let's watch this West Midlands Railway train depart on its way. One thing I did miss was this fairly new LED display, which is very good actually. You can see exactly what's going on. Right, so I'm going to go up these steps and travel over to the other platforms. What I would say is the overbridge here isn't really good for what I like to do sometimes, which is look over it, because it is got a very, very high parapet. So yeah, you have to really come down to platform level to do any sort of videoing of the trains. And the yellow line here is quite a way back, but obviously there's some very, very fast moving trains here, so just make sure you're still behind that yellow line, otherwise it could cause you a lot of problems. What I've noticed is that the platform over there is held up with scaffolding. I don't know whether that's permanently along all the platforms, but I will have a look. Seems like the old platforms over there is still as it used to be, but we'll take a look. Anyway, this is 1960s, 1970s waiting shelter, which I noticed across the way. Let's have a quick look in there. Bit of graffiti there, but not too much. There's a bin there, which is nice. And there's a little bit of seating. It's nice to have somewhere to shelter if it is raining hard, so it really doesn't matter too much that that other building isn't open, but it still would be nice to see the booking hall back open again. That might be something to do in the future. Now let's just carry on, and as you'll see, there are plenty of benches for you to sit on, and there's new LED displays as well here at Cheddington. Don't know how well they're coming out on camera, mind you, because the weather is rather fantastic today. Relatively new seating, but what I've been looking at here is there is quite a wide platform here, which is nice. I mean, if you've got pushchairs and that, you want to keep them away from that fast-moving traffic, so it is really good. Yeah, but as you can see, there's not really that much. It's all about the things you can see at this station. like the fast moving traffic or even the stopping traffic as a train comes towards me here. Let's just see if we can get that. Well, there we go. So all in all, it's a fairly good station. I'm going to go over to the platform over there in a moment and have a look at that waiting shelter. I don't think it's going to be much different, but yeah, we'll see exactly what we can see in the way of traffic. Okay, so now I'm on platform 4 and there's this 1960s style, 1970s waiting shelter that's still here. Another Pendolino just about to zoom past on its way to London Euston. Indeed. Well, that just goes to show you how busy this station is. You have to have your wits about you at all times, or at least look at real-time trains to know at least what's coming next. Anyway, let's have a look in this waiting shelter. A bit similar to the other one we've had a look at. It's got a bed in it. It's got some seating. It's got a cupboard, locked cupboard there. I don't know whether that contains the ramp, but that's about it really. It's not too badly maintained actually. But it's somewhere to keep out of the rain if you need it. There is some lighting in here as well, and it's nice to see this one open. So, yeah, okay, it's not too bad. It is what it is, as they say. One thing that struck me a little bit, a bit weird really, is the variety of benches you can find here at Cheddington. I mean, you've got these, what look like brand new wooden ones. You've got these sort of curvy ones. And I think I showed you over there on platform 3, you've got ones that have got the handles on. So I don't know whether this is a trial station for benches, but they certainly like their variety of benches at this station. Just a little bit of a observation. And on platform 1 here, there's a view down through the whole station. You can actually see there is a bit of a snaking curve through the station on this side at least. I'm not sure. I think the other side is a little bit more straighter to deal with the high-speed line, which is quite interesting. So these must have been the original rails for the West Coast main line, and then you've got the high-speed lines that side, which are almost dead straight. So that gives a little bit of character to the station. And if I turn it round, obviously the end of the platform there, and I'm right at the end of platform 1 here, facing towards Milton Keynes. As you can see, fantastic views all the way down the line. If you've got a fast enough shutter speed, you're going to get some great photographs of pendolinos, regional trains. I mean, virtually anything comes through here. You're not going to be disappointed. 4 hours here, you're going to see freight and everything else in between. It is a really great station, lovely and open. Just be wary that trains go through here fast, that's all. What more can I say? What a fabulous station to be at as a railway enthusiast. The statistics for Cheddington are that it opened in 1838. At time of filming, it currently has 2 trains per hour in each direction, which are increased during the peak times. And the entry and exit figures for 2023-2024 were 68,006. And Cheddington is an absolutely amazing station if you're wanting to watch a lot of fast moving traffic. Freight, pendolinos, regional trains, you name it, you get it through Cheddington. And it's quite a pleasant place actually to do a little bit of spotting if that's what you're into. Views heading towards London Euston on platform 4 are not as good as those on the other platforms, so I would, if you're looking to take photographs that way, I'd head onto either 2, 3 or 1. But apart from that, what a fabulous station. Yes, it hasn't got the history. There's only that retaining wall out the front that lets you know that it's been here for a long time. And if you're into your 1960s, 70s architecture, you're going to love these waiting rooms. But it isn't about that. It's about coming here, sitting down and enjoying the passing traffic. If you enjoyed this video, then please like, comment and subscribe. And if you can, get out there, get on the railway and see where it takes you. Thanks very much for watching. Views heading towards London Euston on Euston. That's good, isn't it?